Hey, what's up? Hello, guys. My name is Paige, and today we are doing my August wrap-up. But I'm also going to throw on a book haul real fast because I have 2 books that have been added to my collection. So let's get started. The first book, these are both books that got added to my collection. This one is There is Fairy Light? The Fairy Light? I don't know. This is book 3 in the series. My twin sister got me this at the Della store. The next book that I got was Salt and Storm. Don't really know. But I got these 2 books this month from my sister. Thanks, Jenna. Love how I filmed my beginning part, and guess what? I didn't hit record. Anywho, let's talk about the 8 books I read in October. The first 2 books that I read in October were for the Booktubeathon. The wrap-up will be linked down below. If I don't remember to do it, just go ahead and look at my bio. But to give you a brief overview, if this is your first time, welcome to my crazy channel. I make vlogs. I make weird videos. I make book wrap-ups. I don't do TBRs because I am a mood reader. But the first book that I read in October, because this was technically October 1st, was I Have Lost My Way by Gayle Forman. Gayle Forman. How do I say Gayle Forman? Don't ask me why. If you guys are new to this channel, I don't do authors very well, so I always try to put the name at the bottom of it. If I don't, just remind me. But I gave I Have Lost My Way a 4 out of 5 stars, and if you like more in-depth details, you can watch my vlog, or you can watch my book wrap-up, because these 2 books will be listed in that. Second book I read / graphic novel that I read in the month of August was Pokemon XY Volume 5. I gave this graphic novel a 3 out of 5 stars. If you want more in-depth detail, watch my Booktubeathon wrap-up. It will be linked down in the bio, just like I Have Lost My Way. But yes, those are the first 2 books that I read in August. I have read 8 books in August, so let's keep going. I just like how you film 8 books and your camera doesn't even focus on you. I can't remember where I left off. Alright guys, the next book that I read in October, deal with me. You might see a bunch of angles change and everything. I am working with a new camera that does not have a flip screen, so I cannot see myself if I'm in focus. So you might see a bunch of angle things. It's just me putting things back. This is why I want a tripod, so I can just film in front of a window. But no. Anywho's, the next book that I read in the month of October was The Baller. I gave The Baller altogether a 4 out of 5 stars. To give you a brief synopsis, it's a romance-heavy novel. There are some sex scenes in here. It is adult content. I don't read adult content books. It sometimes makes me feel uncomfortable, but I still do it. But overall, I gave The Baller a 4 out of 5 stars. I quite enjoyed the story. There were some parts I was like, can I skip now? But it wasn't as bad as 50 Shades of Grey. It's a very high fantasy, not fantasy, oh my goodness. It is a very heavy romance about a girl who is a sports editor, who does interviews for them, and the quarterback for their home team, and their journey of falling in love, mostly. So together, I gave The Baller a 4 out of 5 stars. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Obviously, I gave Harry Potter a 5 out of 5 stars. If you guys have never read HP, aka I call Harry Potter HP, then you should. But anyways, this gave me such nostalgic feels. I loved Harry Potter. I did this for my book club because we were all struggling. We're all just like, oh, I don't know what I want to read for August. I'm like, school's starting. Let's read a Harry Potter book. It's centered around school. So we did it. We are meeting on Sunday, the first Sunday, so tomorrow. I'm filming this on a Saturday. I'm hopefully having this up, but how much stuff I'm having, we'll see. But I might make myself a promise. We're going to have it up before Sunday. Anywho, I gave Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I was like Jake Kristoff. J.K. Rowling a 5 out of 5 stars, and I've absolutely loved Harry Potter, and so should you. The next book that I read in the month of August was Meet Cute, 12 short stories by 12 different famous authors. I'm not going to go through them all. They're listed here. You can look it up on Goodreads. Overall, I gave Meet Cute Together a 4 out of 5 stars. I did not go through every single story and give my opinion on them. I just kind of like, overall, it was a 4 out of 5 stars. I quite enjoyed every single little story. Some of the stories I was so investigated on, and they just like left up on a cliffhanger. And I'm just like, can I have more? But they didn't give me more. So if one of the authors wants to keep writing their book, like make a book out of their short story, I would read it. I quite enjoyed every single, sorry for my hair flip. I quite enjoyed every single story. Some enjoyed every single story, and I would recommend it if you're looking for a little cute pick-me-up. But anyways, I gave Meet Cute, just in case I haven't said it, a 4 out of 5 stars. Alright, the next book that I read in the month of August was Percy Jackson and the Percy Jackson's and the Olympians, the Battle of the Labyrinth, book 4. I quite enjoyed this one. This one went on Percy's adventures some more. If you haven't read the first one, I would recommend reading the first one. But overall, the only issue I had with this one is that every single Percy book has a battle on Camp Half-Blood. Why? Overall, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I can't go too much into detail because this is the 4th book in the series. I'm going to read the last and final book when I possibly can to finish up the Percy Jackson series. This is more towards middle grade, and I'm not a big middle grade reader, but I still quite enjoyed this series. It's quite a little cute pick-me-up. But anyways, I gave Percy Jackson a 4 out of 5 stars, and I probably said that like 4 fucking times now. Let's see. The next book that I read in the month of August was The Bone Key by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. Overall, I gave The Bone Key a 3 out of 5 stars. The Bone Key in this whole entire series reminds me if Harry Potter and the Percy Jacksons got mixed together. Minus the Greek gods. Just like the group of friends, Harry Potter, the group of friends, magic system. But like written in a different way. So I struggle with this entire book series overall. But I keep wanting to read it to figure out what happened to these characters, although it gives me a negative rating. This book is only 246 pages, and it takes me like 2 weeks to read it because of how unmotivated I am to read it. So yes, overall I gave The Bone Key a 3 out of 5. The last and final book that I read in the month of August, and the one that I quite enjoyed so much, was Caraval by this author. Insert down here. I freaking loved this book. All I gotta say is I freaking love this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars due to several different things that had nothing to do with it. But if you guys don't already know, I read everything on audio. Straight everything on audio. I'm dyslexic. That's how it goes. But this book series, author, not the author, but the person who reads them out loud, the author who reads them, is the same one who do the Luna Chronicles. Now, if you guys never heard of the Luna Chronicles, mostly two of the characters in there is named Scarlet and Aiko. The author who read the book for the audiobook does the same voices for both those characters. So I felt like I was in the Luna Chronicles, but with different characters and different magic system, and I'm just like, why? But anyways, Caraval, the good part is that you should go into this book fully blind. No spoilers, no nothing, because getting to that end part is like, I absolutely loved Caraval. I'm going to read the second installment, I think, because it's a duology. I'm going to read the second installment ASAP. So keep an eye out for that. It's probably going to be in October or December, but I'm definitely going to read this book series before the end of the year. Alright. Oh, I'm going to drop it. We're going to do this with one hand. These are the 8 books that I read in the month of August. Ooh, I'm balancing it. It's that one graphic novel that does not keep its balance. Anywho, all right, I'm gonna do a quick TBR. I'm currently reading 2 different books. The first one is It by Stephen King. If you've been around my channel for a long time, I've been trying to check my way through it because I want to finish this in October. I am currently on page 322 out of 1,000 and something by Stephen King. There's my bookmark. Yes, it's a glass cleaner. We're not going to talk about it. The next book that I'm currently reading for the month of September is Infernal by this author. This is the 5th book in the Chronicles of Nick series. If not, I'm sorry. But it's one of the next books in the Chronicles of Nick series. I haven't started this one yet. I literally am on page 1. I literally read the first couple sentences and it was just going over about future and stuff. And I'm just like, cool. Yes. That is all the books that I read in October. So let's do a quick recap of August, because August was so crazy. If you guys don't know, my identical Miriam's twin sister, Jenna, I don't have a picture of her, she's not home right now because she does not live in my house, moved out, not in August, but she got engaged. My precious sister, my twin sister, got freaking engaged. She hasn't got the ring yet. Long story on that. It's okay. Second big thing happened in August. One of my new jobs started their program. I can't go into too much detail because it's just legal purposes. Because I work with children. I went back to my other job. If you guys watch my vlogs, I quit the Moose. Well, I went back to the Moose. Money and stuff. I started my 3rd job, which is the stadium job. I can't go into too much detail with that one either. But if you guys watch my Snapchats, you can. I probably won't link ever my channel down to my Snapchats because I do a lot of personal Snapchats. But yes, and then I also got a boyfriend. His name is Steven. I have not got him to film with me yet. But I want this channel to grow. So far to this day, I have 9 or 13 subscribers. I'll put it somewhere. And I want to make it to 25 by the end of the year. So I'm going to do a couple more book wrap-ups. If this all works out and I figure out how to do it, I might invest in a tripod so I could do other filming things, because I really just like to film. And the point of editing and getting it all up for you guys and just speaking to some camera is fun. Which is weird. I know I don't have time for it. I work 4 jobs. Other than that, I also do Mary Kay, if you guys don't know. But I'm redoing my entire room, which is a long, stressful process, but that's okay. Anywho's, we're not getting on a tangent about my life. How are you guys doing? How was your wrap-up? Leave your wrap-ups down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all later. And remember, keep reading. But until next time, bye!